I lose my breath whenever I see you. You stole my heart, what is it that you do? My life was great till you added colors.
Hello everyone, how are you doing? I'm so happy to see all of your happy faces today. If you don't know me, my name is Otto, and today we're taking a look at the new DJI Osmo Mobile 4. But guess what? Now they're calling it the DJI OM4. The one thing I don't like about the smartphone gimbals is that from this brand and any other brand, the gimbals, they have this clamp. And you have to place the phone on that clamp, you have to adjust it, you have to balance it, and it's not really a quick task. After you do that, everything is fine, you just go, you make your shots and everything else. One of the issues that you would have is that if you had an incoming phone call, you would have to either take the call like this, which would look really stupid, or you had to take off the phone, and then after you were done, you would have to redo the whole thing, balancing and all that. That means that setting up the phone on the gimbal every time you wanted to shoot was not really an amazing experience. DJI released this OM4, and initially I wasn't even interested in taking a look at it, but I saw the ad. And as you can see here, the guy is just setting up the phone in just a matter of, what is it, 2 seconds? I was like, oh no, wait a minute. I got one for myself and I've been using it for the past couple days. And now I want to share with you what I found so far. But let's backtrack a little bit. So first, I'm gonna do a quick unboxing, and then I'm gonna explain the button layout, and at the end, I'll be talking a little bit of what you can do with this smartphone gimbal. Alright, let's take a look at this. Wrist strap for the gimbal, microfiber pouch, which by the way smells great. The alignment guide, this is gonna help you to figure out where the middle of the phone is, and you're gonna have to use this if you're using the magnetic ring. So this is the magnetic ring, which you can use permanently on your smartphone. These are extra stickers to use with the magnetic ring. Reading material, 28 different languages. Oh my. Small tripod for the gimbal. And this also acts as an extension grip. USB-C charging cable. Magnetic clamp that goes on your smartphone. If your smartphone is small, you're gonna have to use this on your clamp. And this is the gimbal itself. It's light, it's compact, and it has a strong magnet right here. Next, setting up the gimbal is pretty easy. First, you need to download and install the Mimo app. Place the clamp on the phone and try to place it as close to the center as possible. If you prefer to use the ring, make sure you use the alignment guide. Something important is that you should not attach the ring to the case of the phone. If you want to, you can attach the tripod to the gimbal. On the clamp and on the gimbal receiver, there are 2 markings that you need to align. And all you have to do is flip it upside and turn the gimbal on. That's it. No need to balance, no micro adjustments. Anyone can do this quick and easy. This is a power and battery indicator. the joystick that's going to allow you to move the phone up, down, left, and right. The red button is going to allow you to record or take a picture. The AM acts as a power button, and when it's on, you press once to switch between photo and video mode. If you want to switch it from horizontal to vertical for, let's say, Instagram stories or Reels or TikTok, you press the M twice. You can use your hand like so, but I prefer to use the double M because when I use my hands, I feel like the motors are placing some kind of resistance. If you press the M 3 times, it's gonna put the gimbal on standby mode. And if you press and hold it for about 2 seconds, it's gonna turn off. On the left side of the gimbal, we have this control that will allow you to zoom in or zoom out. All you need to do is push up or down to do so. Quick tip, if you want to go to the maximum or minimum zoom instantly, just hit the control up or down very quickly and release it. On the right side, we have 2 USB ports. One is going to be the USB-C port to charge the gimbal, and the other one is a full-size USB port that you use to charge the phone like this. On the front of the gimbal, there is a trigger. Press that once and it will turn on Active Track. If you press it again, it will turn it off. Now, Active Track can also be turned on by selecting your subject on the screen by drawing a square on top of it. And with Active Track, the gimbal will follow your subject just about anywhere. Alright, back to the gimbal. If you press the trigger twice, it's going to reset the gimbal to the straight position. And if you press the trigger 3 times, it's going to switch from the rear camera to the front one. Normally, the gimbal is going to follow you in any direction that you move your hand. But if you press and hold the trigger, it's going to lock the phone into the same position. No matter where you move your hand, it's just gonna stay looking on that direction. If you press the trigger, release it, and then press it again and hold it, you're gonna enter a sport mode, and that's going to make the gimbal very reactive to what you are doing. As you can see, it just follows my movement really quickly. Now the question is, would I recommend this gimbal to you? Well, first and foremost, I think I should have said this from the beginning. A gimbal is going to help you create smooth video clips. It takes away all that shakiness when you're walking, running, or just moving your phone from point A to point B. It just makes everything so stable. This gimbal is lightweight, small, the battery will last for hours, you can set it up in just a few seconds, and the motors have been improved to hold heavier phones up to 290 grams. Just so you get an idea, my Samsung Galaxy S20 Plus is 220 grams and it had no problems with this gimbal. If you are afraid that the phone will fall down from the magnetic mount, yeah, I was afraid about that too. And I wanted to test it out before going out with this. I shake the gimbal, I slap the phone, and I did it so many times that I actually thought that it was going to break the phone. And I will show you those results in just a minute. The Mimo app for the gimbal is user-friendly, and it will help you do lots of cool things like panorama photos, time lapses, and hyperlapses. I also like the new Panorama Clone Me. you actually set it up and the app is gonna tell you where to go, and it's gonna give you a little bit of time to move around. It will take 3 shots and then it will put them together for a panorama shot where you're gonna be cloned in that picture. Dynamic zoom is another great feature, but it had mixed results with this. It didn't work too well for me, and someone told me that it works great on iPhone, so I think I will have to test it more or wait until a firmware update to fix that. Active Track 3.0 is one of my favorites. It will follow your subject everywhere or almost everywhere, and I had no problems using it whatsoever. No lost connections, and as you can see, it didn't have any trouble tracking me over. The OM4 has this cool feature that is called spin shot, and it used to be like more exclusive to bigger gimbals where you could do this vortex spin shot or inception mode, and now you can do it with this one. So after playing with this for a few days, I can honestly say that I do recommend buying this gimbal. I will be making more videos about how to use this gimbal, so don't forget to subscribe and let me know in the comments down below if you want to buy this gimbal or if you're looking for another brand. By the way, the link to the gimbal and everything that I use to film is in the description down below, so make sure to check them out. Everyone, please take care, whatever you're doing, please enjoy it, and I'll see you in the next one.
I lose